I am still super excited for Grand Theft Auto 6, and one of the main reasons is because there is so much to do in the game once it does finally come out. And in this video I want to go over every single activity that we're going to be doing, both confirmed and also some speculation, and I'll let you know which is which. So let's jump straight into the water activities and the ocean, because Leonida, which is the GTA 6 map, is defined by that. We know from the leaks and from the official info that water physics have received a major upgrade, which is likely thanks to this quote-unquote sparse fluid simulation technology that Rockstar has patented. And it does all sorts of other things, from the ocean to sweat and blood and all that type of stuff. But just look at these waters, man, it looks absolutely amazing. And one of the first activities we do on the water is actually fishing. We have seen this confirmed in a few places. In the Jason Duval screenshot right here, we can clearly see that Jason is on a boat with Cal Hampton, chilling with a big smile, holding a fishing rod, and Cal Hampton is just with their binoculars just checking out where the fish are, I guess, fishing. And to be honest, I have done this in Red Dead Redemption 2 over the past couple of days because I'm playing that game again, and fishing, it's so relaxing. I'm having a great time. Now, the fact that Cal is with Jason also implies that it's not just a solo activity. You can call each other up, kind of like GTA 4 and 5, and you can just do activities together, and you basically unlock new dialogue lines and maybe even new cutscenes. Now, hopefully, this is not confirmed, but hopefully we will also be able to go surfing, because that would just be amazing, man. Getting a surfboard, getting them waves. Hopefully GTA 6 have some beautiful wave technology, because GTA 5 or any kind of Rockstar game does not have any like super big waves or anything, let alone waves to surf on, so hopefully surfing will be in the game. And it might even be challenging because, of course, with surfing you can fall and splash underwater. Well, speaking of underwater, scuba diving is actually fully confirmed. You can see this in the Leonida Keys screenshot. It shows two divers in full gear swimming near coral reef with a beautiful sea turtle, and the level of detail here is absolutely wild. The lighting refraction and the marine life density just tells us that there is a whole world down there, and I cannot wait to actually go and swim there. And this connects to the quote-unquote gateway to paradise description for the Leonida Keys, warning us about dangerous water, and that danger likely means sharks, which we've seen in the leaks, but also potentially environmental hazards. And for those who want to stay on the surface, kayaking is also a confirmed activity. We saw a character paddling an orange kayak in the river in the screenshot of Mount Calaga National Park. This looks like a slower but more immersive way to the nature reserves and its exploration compared to the loud airboats we saw in the trailers. And if you want to mix water with adrenaline, we can have the high speed options. You can pilot these airboats through the swamp, which we saw in the trailer and in the screenshots of the grass rivers, where three characters are on an airboat with a gator on the deck, and they even were hunting all these animals right there. So it's really used for hunting in the Florida Everglades, which is the grass rivers. And these three really are Florida people, man. Just really great. But if you want to go the luxury side of it, we also have jet skis and luxury yachts confirmed by the Leonida Keys screenshot as well, showing a massive boat party. And also this shot in trailer 2 where you have this beautiful jet ski right there cruising along with high speeds. And the water physics pattern that we talked about earlier suggests that the wake from these boats will affect other floating objects realistically, so racing jet skis through the wake of a yacht should feel incredibly physical. And also, this is gonna be something really fun because you see all these crazy people going around. If they have a yacht party and you just smash through all these inflammable flamingos and stuff with your jet ski, man, you're gonna cause some mayhem. Maybe they have those inflatables go you know, fly through the sky and stuff. Man, I cannot wait for this game. It's gonna be so funny. Somebody right now is fixing bugs and doing that like 24/7, just run into people just to test if there's no bugs. And they're gonna have a year of fun of doing that. So that's all for the boats though. Let's go to sports and recreation. Moving into land-based sports such as basketball, which is now a huge addition, and we saw this famously in the Vice City screenshot. We saw a basketball court on the top of a building, which is a hotel complex, and if you look at it, it's actually Jason and Cal Hampton playing right there, and maybe you have Lucia chilling at the balcony right there in the sports outfit, looking very nice. But speaking of Jason, he is a big basketball fan. He loves playing basketball. This is why I think it's basically confirmed that we can play basketball, because in trailer 2, when his house was finally revealed, at his safe house you could see a basketball hoop, so it's basically double confirmed that we're gonna be playing basketball in GTA 6. And also the leaks talked about 3-on-3 gameplay mechanics. Now we don't know if this was confirmed, this is just a rumor or a leak, and that was years ago, so it might have been changed or expanded upon for online. Maybe it's like an actual, I don't know how many basketball players are in a team, I don't follow that, sorry. But this does suggest fully fleshed out mini games. Also things like tennis or golf mechanics that we had in previous games, but now more dynamic, and also with team dynamics, so you can have different teams or just a little bit more fleshed out like I would be in real life. And speaking of golf, we also have mini golf right here, which is confirmed in a Cal Hampton screenshot, where we actually see a jungle themed course with a massive alligator statue, which is based on a real life location. I'll put it on screen right here. Actually a very fun place as it seems. It just fits Leonida perfectly. And of course there is pool with a screenshot of Cal Hampton, where he's playing pool with Jason in what looks like the Rusty Anchor or some other bar. And there's beer bottles everywhere. They're having a good time and it's a proper hangout spot. Now we also of course need to talk about the gym, because this is the sports and recreation section. Working out is back from San Andreas. In a screenshot of Lucia, you can see that she's punching a bag in the gym, and it's like a boxing bag. And we know that she is really into boxing. She's really looking determined right there, and she knows what she's doing. She's even having a boxing glove necklace around her neck, so she's really into that stuff. And this connects to the weight and muscle system that is alluded to in the leaks, where bodies seem to be changing, and it doesn't look like it's changing in terms of body size because they are working on the character model. It looks like it's an actual dynamic system where the characters' bodies might change based on their diet and exercise. And trailer 2 showed that there's an outdoor gym setup on the beach where Jason is bench pressing, and this seems to not just be cosmetic. It likely ties into your characters like stamina, power, or melee strength. And speaking of melee, what I loved about San Andreas is that there's different fighting styles that you can learn, and that's actually returning in GTA 6 in a much more advanced way. You can see in trailer 2 a brief shot of Lucia fighting in a fighting ring, which is like an underground MMA event, and there was a shot of a crowd cheering around the cage match, and she's actually doing some kickboxing here. So not only can we train for fighting, punching the bags like Lucia is doing in the gym, we can also go ahead and actually test ourselves in the cage, and as we've seen, do a kick. So it's not just boxing, it's kickboxing, so it's probably just MMA, mixed martial arts. So basically every single fighting style you can possibly imagine, and you can probably go to any gym you want and there's different senseis that will learn you different styles like San Andreas. But hey, those are all day life activities. What about the nightlife and the party scene? Well, Vice City is the capital of fun basically, right? So the nightlife activities are going to be huge. Clubbing is obviously a major part of this. We have the screenshot of Booby Ike, which shows the interiors of the Jack of Hearts strip club. It's gonna be a big part of the story mode and missions as well. We see money being thrown, dancers, and a specific vibe right right there, and the leaks actually mentioned and now confirmed with the official material that Draquan Priest is the producer, that Booby Ike, who owns the strip club, is paying for the studio, and this will suggest that we might be able to manage businesses like that, and maybe even record labels, helping clubs and artists, and not just visiting them. We also got drinking, which is a fully interactive mechanic. We see this in the Jason Duval screenshot, where Jason is having a beer at the bar, and clearly from trailer 2, Jason loves his beer, which is not just a cutscene. You can actually go to the grocery store and get some beers. And there is an inventory system that was leaked in the 2022 clips, where you have slots for consumables. So beer would be a part of that, but also things like soda probably. And then you can drink it to either restore health or get drunk, and then probably trigger funny ragdoll physics as you go along with it. I remember in GTA 4, if you got drunk and you wanted to go back home or drive your friend back to their space, if the police was around, they would try to pull you over for drunk driving, so that was really funny. Hopefully that will come back in GTA 6. Dancing is also a confirmed mechanic. In the trailer we can see Lucia and Jason dancing together at the club, the 919 club, and this might be a rhythm minigame or a social interacting system. You can see the real Dimes also dancing on top of the car in that famous trailer 1 shot that has now become this majorly upgraded screenshot, which looks absolutely amazing. But this just points to dynamic events where you can join in or just watch the chaos unfold. And of course, talking about dancing and the clubs, we have the Sinful Sundays poster in trailer 2, which implies that special weekly events will occur at different clubs. So the game will know what time it is, what day it is, and will anticipate certain events based on that time and date. Meaning the world just follows a full calendar and things will change. But now let's go to engines and off-roading. So this is for the car guys, the gearheads, the automotive people who love being in that world. We have the Thrillbilly Mud Club mentioned in trailer 1, ties in directly to the Mount Calaga screenshot. But you can see in the Mount Calaga screenshot that it shows people riding the dirt bikes and ATVs through the deep mud, and the mud physics look like a massive upgrade. You can see the riders are covered in it, and this confirms off-road racing as a major organized activity, which likely has different classes of vehicles. And of course, races, I guess, are going to be also just in Vice City and everywhere else, because that was one of the most fun things to do in GTA 5 and also GTA 4, calling up Brucey, doing a game of racing. And then in the Battle of Gay Tony you got Nitro along with it. Really dope, man. So hopefully Nitro is coming back. That would be super cool. And talking about Vice City, there's also the street scene, you know. We can see there is a street takeover with cool customization, bikes, ATVs, other kind of weird vehicles like this. And this confirms that the car culture is not about getting the most fast car, it's about like showing off the coolest designs. And we might be able to either start these meetups ourselves by calling the right person, the right friend, or stumble upon them, and the interactions will probably change depending on how cool your car is. And you can show off your stuff. Hopefully drifting is coming back too from GTA 5, will be super cool. Now talking about showing off, customization is going to be so deep, man. We saw also in the leaks that there was Wyatt's car parts as a collectible, so I don't know what that is all about, but maybe it'll unlock some stuff in the custom shop. And talking about custom shops, we also have Ride Out Customs shown as one of those car shops where you can do modifications, and there's just already so much modification options that we've seen throughout the trailers and the screenshots. Is absolutely insane, really amazing. Now of course we can't have Grand Theft Auto with just the auto, we gotta have the Grand Theft as well. So that's the next part of this video, the criminal life. And by the way, if you haven't subscribed yet, thank you all so much. By the way, I have 10,000 subscribers. I'll do a special live stream and just chill with you guys, but I just wanted to thank you guys so much. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Cannot believe that we actually got here. Insane. So let's get back to the video. The core of the game is obviously crime, and not just shooting your way out of everything. Robberies are much more complex, because in the leaks we saw the dinner robbery, the Hank's Waffles house, where you have to manage the crowd. You have to intimidate the witnesses, decide whether you can tie him up or not, and watch out for the police response time. This is confirmed by the the quote-unquote time until cops dispatch timer we've seen in the debug menus. And this is also very likely the robbery introduction mission tutorial, and I do believe that they will probably change this up for the final game just because it got leaked, and it's a dynamic system anyway, so they can just choose a different spot to do it. But then again, after that you can go around and basically rob every store in the whole game instantly. Now of course you also got the big boys and their operations, because heists are back, obviously. On the website we've seen Jason, Lucia and a new character, Raul Batista, shooting their way out of a bank robbery. And Raul Batista is a seasoned bank robber, so he is very much experienced in the field, and this confirms that heists will likely involve recruiting crew members with specific skills similar to GTA 5, but likely more dynamic and advanced. Of course also you have breaking into cars, the Grand Theft Auto part of it, literally getting a revamp. The leaks show that there's items like a slim gym for older cars to get into, and for the new luxury cars you have the immobilizer bypass item. So you cannot just anymore smash into a window, open the car and hotwire it and it's stolen in 2 seconds. You need the right tools for the specific car class, so this adds a layer of strategy to Grand Theft Auto. But also, if somebody is driving and stopping before a stop sign and you just yeet the guy out and you continue driving, that's probably fine, but yeah, you'll get the police after you, so you're gonna have to go to a mod shop probably pretty quick, given that the police is much more advanced. Speaking of stealing, it's also rumored and speculated that you can also just steal normal goods. We saw in one of the leaked footages that Jason walks into a store and he has like a special ability to see which items are valuable, so later on you might be just able to go and rob that store. And of course in trailer 1 we saw Jason and Lucia at the very end there pulling their gun, smashing through the door, guns blazing, robbing those just normal item store like grocery stores and stuff. But if you want to do some real criminal stuff, you can also just deal drugs in the game, guys. In the game, not in real life, in the game. And Brian Header is gonna be one of the major keys of doing that. And you also see like shady characters like this right here who are dealing this weird like blue bag, and all of that is what you learn from Brian, because he is described as a classic drug runner, which probably confirms smuggling missions, likely using planes and boats to move product across the map, dealing with the Coast Guard and of course rival gangs. And then we also have money laundering teased in the leaks, which showed a washing machine icon with a dollar sign. So yeah, this suggests we still need to buy businesses to clean our dirty cash, adding a management layer to the criminal empire building. Very dope. Now let's talk about immersion and interaction. This is a dope video to make, guys. I don't know if you're enjoying this, but I'm loving talking about this stuff, man. It's so good. There's so much to do in this game. So the world itself offers activities that are just about existing in it, right? Things like watching TV is confirmed in trailer 2, and Jason wasn't really watching, he was just kind of sleeping, but you can still watch it anyway. But this time you might also see the media point out the world state and be more reactive to it. We've seen this with clips in trailer 1 where there is news that are filming things here and there, car crashes and motor gangs in the hood. But it's not just the news that is recording everything, it's also every other NPC in the game, including you. Using your phone is a major gameplay pillar as well. Jason is literally here chilling against a tree, scrolling on his phone, and in the first trailer you see that the social media aspect plays a huge role. So you can probably just scroll like through some kind of TikTok type app or Instagram or whatever you want to call it, which by the way we already know the logo of. It's on the back of this police car. That's like the Instagram type app logo, and you can just see the random activities of people, whatever they're doing. So it's gonna be absolutely insane, and you can just go on a rampage and a lot of NPCs will probably record it from their own angle and post it online, and then you'll see yourself with a mask or not, raking havoc. It's gonna be so cool. Animals are also gonna do their own thing, just chilling out in places like Mount Calaga National Park or in Trailer 1 as we see these cool flamingos in the grass rivers. And of course they're gonna be able to upgrade this animal system of the Animal Kingdom from Red Dead Redemption 2. And people like Mike York already have confirmed that the animals are basically upgrades from that game, where they took the identical model and just given them a more sophisticated hair simulation, for example. Because this same animal you see right here is one that Mike York actually animated, and he said it looks almost identical. Just a big upgrade, along with the new lighting and stuff, making it look much more realistic. And you might be able, maybe this is just the NPCs, but to interact with like having a pet a little bit more advanced than GTA 5, because this dude here in the Leonidas Keys, right behind the woman on the mobility scooter, which looks amazing, I want to steal that one. Keep saying that in every video. But the guy's actually biking while having the dog on the leash, so maybe we can do that as well with Jason and Lucia. And things like roleplay elements are also heavily hinted at, with some shops maybe having dress codes or clubs having dress codes. Maybe you need to dress a certain way to access certain areas or avoid suspicion, because there's a witness system in the leaks that we've seen where changing your clothes and vehicle is pretty crucial to losing the heat, which adds a layer to roleplay and the wanted level. So that is all we got for the story mode, and I wanted to end the video with some online and future elements. Don't worry, I don't mean Oppressor Mark II with future, but let's talk about the online. Rockstar has not dropped any official GTA 6 online info, but we do have some information like patents for session management, which describes splitting and merging sessions seamlessly. What does this mean? This means you could drive through Vice City, and that has a kind of lobby with 30 players in that city alone, and then you can go to the grass rivers and it seamlessly transitions into another lobby with 30 other players who are chilling and hanging out there, which makes you give the ability to feel like the map has hundreds of players, but it's just different sections that split off into private instances. And hopefully we can do missions without loading screens and still in the world themselves, which also allows massive live events similar to what kind of Fortnite does, but grounded in the GTA world, where we have comedians in the free roam or artists doing their music stuff. Would be absolutely amazing. And of course things like snow in the winter would be dope. Roleplay servers are likely going to be officially supported, or at least easier to access. Rockstar bought the team behind 5M and obviously now is going to introduce the No Pixel roleplay server officially within Grand Theft Auto 5, just integrated into the game. And so it's gonna be probably a core and separate mode from GTA Online, where you can play as like a cop, a medic, anything you want, a taxi driver, anything you want to do. And there's going to be mod tools created for you to create mods on that roleplay server and just create your own experience. But also things like race creation and mission creation will probably return, but with more tools. So that's gonna be amazing. And I wonder what this whole multiplayer thing is gonna be, man. I'm very excited to hear about it. It's actually one of the only things we don't know anything about, except for like the seamless transitioning. But yeah, that's just kind of a technology that is cool, but it doesn't really show us anything that we didn't know yet. So I'm very curious about the online. What do you guys think of all the activities? What do you want to see in this game? Let me know. Thank you to Rolfcore, Victor, and Easy Does It for being a member. If you want to be a member, click on the join button. Thank you all for watching. See you guys next time. Bye bye.